All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Team Passion business opportunity. My name is Nicole, and I have been a Bodi Partner, formerly known as Team Beachbody Coach, for 13 years. My girls were 2 months old and 4 years old when I started coaching. It's hard for me to transition from not using the word coaching. Basically, I was one night, it was a Sunday night. I'll just never forget this night. I'll just share it real quick. It was a Sunday night, and I was just sitting there, 2 months postpartum, and I'm like, how am I gonna start like earning some income? I want to stay home with the girls. Like we had decided I was gonna stay home because putting both of them in daycare was just about my entire paycheck. I was like, okay, this is dumb. Like, why am I gonna drive 30 minutes for other people to take care of my kids and just break even? So we decided I was going to stay home. So we were down to a one income household. So it was challenging. We were receiving phone calls, collectors were calling. We owed back real estate taxes. I was like, oh my gosh, we got like a letter that said, if you don't pay these, we're going to put a lien on your house. And I'm like, what is happening? And so it was pretty stressful time. So I was literally on Facebook, just kind of scrolling. And then I was also Googling like how to make money from home legit. How do I lose weight? How do I lose the baby weight? Like I was like, I had both of those things on my mind. Like if I feel better, maybe I'll gain some confidence. And then I was like, oh, I really like group fitness. And I always stand in the front when I would go to group fitness. What's group fitness instructor? Like literally anything that I could think of. And the universe works in mysterious ways, right? I'm sitting there doing that, and a post from a high school friend that I had seen hundreds of times came across my feed, and it was his P90X before and after pictures. And I reached out and I was like, okay, what are you doing? I've seen your posts. Tell me more. And we started chatting. And then I was like, I don't have any money. And back in the day, we didn't have these total solution packs. I had to spend $40 to sign up as a coach, $90 for Shakeology, and $90 for P90X. So it was $240 for one program and 30 days of Shakeology. And I was like, I don't have it. Like, I don't have it, but I needed to do something. And he said, well, um, there is a business opportunity that goes along with this. And I'm like, wait, what? He said, yeah, if you share your journey on social media and you have other moms join you and kind of just, you do these little accountability groups and everybody does P90X together and drink Shakeology and ask questions and talks all day to each day together and just kind of supports and cheers each other. And you get a referral commission fee. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm like, wait, send me a sample of Shakeology. And so he did, and I tried it, and he's like, just do a half packet. Your system's not going to be used to it. And I'm like, well, what does that mean? And he's like, well, you may run to the bathroom like 30 minutes later. Second C-section, lost a lot of blood, was anemic and on iron pills. So that whole packet went in that blender. I was like, okay. And literally within an hour, I felt better. It was crazy. Like, I know that sounds crazy, but immediately I was like, okay, what is in this stuff? And I had all it's going to taste like Slim Fast. I'm going to be hungry in an hour. Like, I had all these things. Like, I don't like shakes. It's going to taste like chalk. Like, all of this stuff in my head. I'm going to just try this and return it. Like, all of it. I was afraid of everything, right? I had all these fears. A week later, so it was a Sunday night, and I was like, okay, let's just do it. And I had one credit card that had, I think there was $300 left on it. And I charged the 240 and immediately hit submit, closed my eyes, messaged Keith, and I was like, okay, what do I do to make this money back like tomorrow? Like, and he's like, well, you haven't even started yet. I'm like, I know, but I tried Shakeology. Can I talk about Shakeology? And he was like, yeah, go for it. And I just on social media, I only had 250 friends at the time, no Instagram. Still to this day, I stink at Instagram anyway. So that's I don't know. I still just kind of do everything on Facebook. And I do this in a way where I want to make sure people get to know, like, and trust me, right? Like, I receive messages a couple times a week from other direct selling consultants that are very copy and pasted, right? Like, they didn't go look at my feed to see who I am. They may have just friended me an hour ago, and hey, no, I actually, something happened the other day. Someone asked a poll question and I answered it. I love answering poll questions. Like, it's just fun. I do it on my Facebook feed. And by the end of the day, she was in my inbox asking if I wanted to try her shampoo. And I was like, oh, it's just answering a question. And it just turned me off. And I've had people with athletic wear like bombard me with, you're gonna love this, you're gonna, please, I see your outfits every day. I'm like, if please get to know me a little bit first before you try to sell to me. I've been doing this for 13 years. Body doesn't guarantee any level of success or income. It is based on the coach's individual effort. But I have made a very significant income in these 13 years. And it was through, and this is my full-time job now, and it was through a lot of effort, right? It wasn't like 24/7 effort, but it is effort, right? And I always tell new body partners, your paycheck is going to be a direct reflection of how many lives you change and how much time and energy you put into this. On Sunday nights, just like I do meal planning, I sit down and I write my to-do list for the week. I write who I'm going to talk to that week. I have a system of, follow up, what I'm going to do in my groups. And then it only takes me about an hour a day to actually work my business. The other time I do spend more time because I am a full-time leader in that. So I have a whole team to run. So the rest of the time is more leadership stuff. But in the beginning, I was like, okay, I'm just going to talk to as many people as possible. I'm going to share on social media and I'm going to see if they want to join me. More often than not, in this type of business, you get way more no's than you do yeses. Like, people will tell you no all day long. And a lot of times there'll be objections like, I don't have money, I don't have time, I don't have energy, I don't want to be salesy, I don't have any business background, I don't have a fitness background, we all have these same fears. We literally, like, the things that we do every day as body partners is we share our journey. We still talk about, who we are in real life. My whole page isn't salesy, right? I may do a snippet of a workout. I may do a selfie and I tell my story. I tell my challenges, my struggles. So like in the beginning, 13 years ago, my challenge and struggle was lose the baby weight. So I was attracting moms who just had babies. Now I'm 47, heading into these menopausal years, and now I'm attracting everybody who's in all the women who are also hitting these menopausal years. And so we're kind of going through this together. A lot of times people will say, oh, I don't want to be salesy. Literally, this is what I say. Hey, I'm starting a new group on October 2nd. We're going to do this great new program called Muscle Burns Fat. It's cardio, strength training, 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. You want to do it together? You want to do this with me? Like, that's what I say. And people get to know me through, I always tell my team, if you're being authentic on social media and you're talking about other aspects of your life, people will start tagging you in like these random things. Like, people will tag me in like Target ads because they know I love to go to Target because I talk about it. Or I have a celebrity crush on Shamar Moore, so I'll get tagged in Shamar Moore stuff, and so that's when I know I'm talking enough about fun stuff and personal. And I don't I can get too personal, but you don't have to get too personal. I share a struggle of my oldest who is going through social anxiety, and I've been sharing this for years, and it's brought a lot of people into my life. And I don't do this to then go, all right, I'm going to share about my daughter's social anxiety, and then other people are going to relate to me, and then hopefully I can sell them a challenge pack. That's never my intention. It's literally, I am genuinely interested in people's lives. I am. I love talking to people. I enjoy talking to people. I want it. I love when people from like other parts of the country, like ranchers, like start sharing about like their horse life. I'm like, oh my gosh, tell me more. Like, what does that mean? Like, they'll use some terminology. Like, I love getting to know people. And that's what this business is. It is a relationship marketing business. This isn't a sales. Yes, it's called network marketing. Yes, it's called direct sales, whatever it is. But we are a relationship building, that this is what we do, because health and fitness is very personal to people, right? It's a very personal part of people's lives. So we can't just go into somebody's inbox and be like, hey, do you want to buy a bag of Shakeology? Like someone would say, hey, do you want to buy my lipstick? Right? Like, it's not the same. It's a big decision. It's a life altering decision. So we have to take that into consideration when we're talking to people. We want to make them feel, hey, we're going to be in this together. Let's just do this. Like, why not? You'll feel better. I promise you'll feel better by just doing this. It's progress over perfection. We're gonna have a great community. We do prizes, we have logs, we just are accountable to each other, but we're also going to check on you if you go missing. People don't really, the gym doesn't call you, right? Hey, Jill, where'd you go? Like, I haven't seen you in 3 weeks. Like, you might get an email, like if you haven't logged. I don't know how the gym works anymore, but something, they might have some sort of system. But right, like there's someone in our group who's gone through a lot of grief in the past few years. She lost her mom and then she lost her husband, and it was the anniversary of her mom's death. I saw, I was sending her love on Facebook, and she disappeared for a few days in our group, and I just kind of tagged her. I'm like, I know this is a hard week, but you got to take care of you first. And she's shared privately with me that depression creeps up on her and she falls into, I'm like, come on, you've been gone 3 days. I haven't seen you log your workout. Let's get, and she's like, I'm doing it tomorrow. Thank you. It's just those little things that make us different as Bodi Partners and make this company different. And the trainers, like, you get your own like personal development every day on your workout, on your screen. Like, your trainer is talking to you and sharing and coming up with these words that you're like, oh, and you're like, wait, what am I doing? Right? And you're thinking, like, you're forgetting about your workout, but you're thinking, okay, you're having some life thoughts, right? And that's part of what we do as Bodi Partners. We have to change our mindset, right? Because one, we hear the word no a lot, so rejection sucks. But our personal development tells us that this is all normal. Not everybody's going to say yes. Some people are going to join you now. Some people are going to join you later. And it's not a reflection on you. They're not saying no to you. One of the things I love, an analogy I love, like if you're somewhere and someone pulls out a pack of gum and they put a piece of gum in their mouth, and then they're like, would you like, they go around whoever's around them, would you like a piece of gum? Would you like yes, no, 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 yes, no, right? Those no's, you're not like, oh my God, they didn't want my gum, right? Like, so you literally have to think of that in those simple terms. And the yeses are so rewarding. Like, people come in my inbox daily, like, thanks for that tag. Thanks for recommending that program. Thanks for getting me started. Thanks for never giving up. Like, that's the other thing. There's a lot of follow-up in this. Like, people will be like, oh, I'm kind of interested. So you have to continuously follow up. And I never do it in a annoying way. I never do it. I'm like, hey, so we talked like a week ago, no rush, but I just wanted to check back in. Like, are you still looking at the packages? Like, where are we at? And it's in 13 years, no one has ever said to me, will you just leave me alone? Like, it's never happened. I mean, people may have deleted and blocked me and I forgot all about them, but like, there's no one's ever been mean. Because I'm literally like just me, and I just have I put my personality in it. Like, there'll be times where they're like, yeah, 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 get back to me. Yeah, 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 no, yeah, keep checking up. And then by the fifth or sixth time, I'm like, hey, so I think I'm kind of stalking you now at this point. What are we thinking? Like, I'd like to back off, but I know you're still in. Where are we at? Like, help me out here so I don't keep hounding you. I feel like I'm hounding you. It's just as long as you keep this real and you lead by example, that's the key too. You've got to be doing a workout program. You've got to be following a nutrition plan. I shared in our event today a ton of slides with a ton of information. There's probably about 15 of them that I loaded up all day. So there's time for you to go in the discussion tab of the event. If you click on the event and then go to the discussion tab, it'll show you all of the slides for you to kind of go into the detail. But I do want to share one thing. I want to share what we do every day as Bodi Partners. So we do our personal development. We lead by example using the products. We share our journey and we invite people to join us. Those last two things are whatever that looks like to you. So if you follow me on social media and you're like, I can't post 5 times a day. Like, I can't, that's okay. Like, there's a lot of people that build a team in person, like with people they see in person. If you're at your job and you see a lot of people, you walk around. I don't have my shaker cup on me, but you walk around with your shaker cup and people are like, what is that you keep bringing in every day? Like, people are going to start asking questions, or they start just noticing you're a little happier, or you're walking a little taller, or you look a little leaner. They're going to be like, what are you doing? Right? So a lot of people are going to ask you. So I'm consistent on social media. And what ends up happening, and this has happened for 13 years, I'm consistent sharing my journey on social media, so much so that if I send someone a message and just be like, hey, happy birthday, I hope you have an amazing day, I sometimes get, thank you so much. Hey, do you have a group starting? it's very, a lot of people will come to me because of my consistency. A lot of times, someone might get a bad, I don't know the word I'm using because it's late and I'm tired, but like not a bad review, but the doctor may tell them, I can't think of a word, but the doctor may tell them, I'm gonna have to put you on some cholesterol meds unless you lose a little weight by next time I see you, right? And so they might be like, oh, who can help me? And if you're the one who's been consistent and leading by example and inspiring and motivating, they're going to come to you when it's their time and when they're ready. There's a bunch of ways that you can make money in this business. So I am going to share that really quick. I'm going to share my screen. If I was going to say nope, that's not where I want to be. If messy backgrounds stress you out, you don't want to look at my home screen. My husband's always like, what are you doing? I'm like, I know where everything is. I'm going to just give this a super quick overview because there's a ton to our compensation plan. But how do I move this? Let me move this out of the way. So when you sell a total solution pack, I know this is probably, there we go. When you sell a total solution pack, you earn a commission. And a total solution pack is basically the membership of Bodi for a year, 30 days of a supplement package. I used to just be like, just get Shakeology, but there's 5 supplement package options now that myself or your coach who invited you to listen to this can go over. And you receive, and plus they get the 2 nutrition plans, 2B mindset and portion fix. And we have this new mindset masterclass tab on our app that is absolutely amazing. And so you get your own personal development every day that you can listen to. There's a ton of different classes. So basically our most common total solution pack is $219, and we each have a promo code that we can use to bring it down to $199. So this shows that you make $78 every time you sell a total solution pack, right? So the goal is to sell 3 of these a month, help 3 people get started with a total solution pack, because then you're consistently earning not only your whatever supplement package you're getting, you're earning that money back every month for the product that you're using, and you're earning a little extra income on the side. When you take that to the next level of building a team, you start earning these team cycle bonuses. And this is a entire training call that I am not going to go into this evening, but this is not only so up here you're earning retail commission for everybody that you sign up. Then when you're building a team, all of the people that are all of your body partners that are also signing people up, you get a small commission from the volume of the points that they're selling. And then there's opportunities for even higher leadership ranks to earn lots of extra bonuses, and then this goes into the ranks. So the first rank that we recommend everybody kind of starts with is Emerald, where you sign 2 people up to either be preferred customers or body partners. A preferred customer is basically someone who gets their supplements on for the 25% discount like we do as body partners, but they aren't able to sell. They don't have to put their social in and make sales. And then a body partner is someone who is allowed to make sales. You get a whole website and link, and you have your own coach ID, partner ID, where you send carts out to people and they're attached to you and all the things. And we learn all of that together. And then helping 3 people a month and helping 2 people get a discount and or start their own business is that first rank of Emerald. I am running a new partner onboarding course starting on October 2nd. So we will go over in detail. Okay, here's step 1, here's step 2. It's going to be very detail oriented, very slow. I always tell new partners, listen, I'm going to match whatever your effort is. So if you say to me, I'm just going to dip my toe into this for right now. I'm going to just maybe make a couple posts, maybe talk to a few people and see where this goes. Great. That's where we're going to be together. If you say, I'm going to walk a little faster, I think I'm ready to open my own accountability group. I want to help 5 people get started in their first month. We're going to do a program together, and I think I can do this. Great. That's where we're at. If you're ready to run, well, whenever you're ready to run, you're like, hey, I'd like to actually start a team, then that's where we're going to be. So whatever, if we're tiptoeing, if we're walking, if we're running, I'm going to match your effort. I'm never going to force you to do anything. I actually don't like to be the leader that is constantly in your inbox going, hey, did you do that assignment? Hey, so yeah, did you do that assignment? Hey, I gave you that assignment. You never did. It's your business. It's I am going to give you the assignments, and I am going to hold your hand, and I'm going to give you advice and tips, but I can't do the work for you, right? You lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink, right? I'm going to lead by example. I will never ask you to do anything that I have never done in 13 years. I'm not going to tell you, you're not going to send cold messages. You're not going to spam people. I'm not going to give you a script. I can't. And people are always like, please tell me what to say. And I'm like, you say, hey, I love these programs that I've been doing for 6 months. I just decided to become a body partner, which is someone who basically just cheers someone else on in their journey. And I would love for you to do this with me. Like, it's whatever your personality is, that's your script. You're the script. It's got to come from the heart. And then like, well, then what do I say? I'm like, you literally just have to talk to people. Like, have a normal conversation. Where I'll get involved in the beginning is like, hey, here's how to send a share a cart. I'll walk you through the technicality of getting the person actually signed up. But all that other stuff, and you can send me messages and say, okay, this is a question they asked. What do I answer? I will absolutely do all that. And I will walk you through conversations. I'm not saying I won't do that, but I want you to think of this as I'm just asking my mom to join me because I want her to feel good. Like, I'm just asking my best friend if she wants to do this with me, as if I would ask her to go for walks with me at night after dinner. Right? It's that easy. This business is easy to do and it's easy not to do because you're your own boss. Like, yes, you're accountable to yourself. So just like in your health and fitness journey, I can't come and press play for you and do the workout for you. I can't come and do all the meal prep for you and make you eat the food and slap the chips out of your hand, right? Like, it's you, it's all you. But I will be there to hold your hand, to help you every step of the way, to answer all your questions and tell you that you can do this. The people on this team are some of the shyest people I have ever met, some of the quietest people I've ever met, some people who said, I would never do anything like this. Some are business owners, some are nurses, some are teachers, some are moms. Many, 98%, work full time. Everybody is very busy. Everybody is very busy. We work in pockets of time. So if you have 10 minutes in the morning, you're going to do a couple things, 10 minutes at lunch, 10 minutes when you get home, and then maybe you can spare 30 minutes instead of watching one of your favorite TV shows. You could spare 30 minutes listening to a training call, sending a couple messages, planning your posts for the next day, whatever that may look like. But you're going to work in pockets of time and what works for you. I never keep these calls quick. So does anyone have any questions or did I miss anything? Do we think I covered it? Yeah, it's pretty simple. You use the products, you share with other people, and you invite people to join you. And I don't mean to simplify it like that because it's scary. It's scary to send the message. It's scary to make the social media post. I'm not taking that away. But this is something that people need in their lives. Like, I want you to think about, when you're thinking about this decision, what was life like before you found these programs? Like, were you trying to consistently get yourself to the gym and then just find yourself, I'm just too busy? So 30 minutes in the morning is working. Were you not really for me, I wasn't taught about proper nutrition. We were on food stamps and Section 8 housing, and my mom worked 2 to 3 jobs. So it was a struggle our whole lives. There was always food on the table, but it was fish sticks and French fries, like pasta, mac and cheese, ramen. Like, these are my kids' diet right now because that's all they eat. But like, that was all we ate as a family. Like, steak was a treat once a month, right? Pizza night was once a month, maybe. And it was when they had big deals going on, right? So I didn't know what proper nutrition was until I started with P90X and started the programs. And now in 13 years, I have learned, it's like I've taken 5 college courses in nutrition, everything that I've learned from all of these trainers and scientists and the research and development team. I've learned about all the supplements, the collagen, everything that we use, the Shakeology, Energize, Recover. I've learned so much. I've learned so much about the process of Shakeology and where the ingredients come from. Like, it's so fascinating to me. And we can be so confident that this company isn't going to cut corners. It took them 5 years to come out with vanilla Shakeology because they needed to find a natural vanilla bean that was potent enough to mask all the greens in the shake. So most things that have vanilla in them in our lives, it's artificial vanilla, right? And so they didn't want to do that. And so there's a lot, but I'm very confident in this company and where they're going and where they've gone and all the changes, and they're always evolving, and when they mess up, they fix things, and I just love what I get to do every day, and I do hope that you decide to join us. So please reach out to your body partner and let them know that this is something you would like to do. So I hope to welcome you soon to Team Passion.